Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. We got a few things to go through, quite a bit of news, quite a lot of videos as well actually, so I have no idea how long this will take, but we'll work our way through it. And let's start with this first story. Wrestling News reporting that since CM Punk was advertised for Raw on Monday, ticket sales have gone very, very well. I looked at the numbers. It's set up for 15,000. They've currently sold 14.5. It should be a sellout by the time we get to Monday. And I think I read he had sold about 2,500 tickets, or they had sold 2,500 tickets since advertising him. So, I mean, look, it's Chicago. They absolutely love him there. He's loved all over the world, but Chicago will always turn out for CM Punk. So, looks like that'll be a sellout. SmackDown this week is looking very good as well. I believe that is already a sellout. Obviously, this week we've got Roman and Cody face to face. It's going to be absolutely unmissable. And don't forget, we do the live streams. We will be live. You can join us, share your thoughts live as we enjoy SmackDown. We do it for Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and the premium live events. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. Right, moving on, Jordan. Thank you. WrestleOps reporting that Gunther has now surpassed 650 days as Intercontinental Champion with what I think is more impressive, 100 championship defenses. Now, obviously, a lot of those, the vast majority of those, will have been at house shows, but that still means that he's been defending his belt once every 6.5 days, once a week. For like the past 650 days, he has been defending his championship. I mean, Roman could only dream of numbers like that. So I don't even think Roman's defended his 65 times, let alone 100 times. And he's been champion longer than Gunther. So, yeah, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible numbers. I think this will go down as the greatest Intercontinental Championship reign. But for me, the thing that's lacking is maybe a few more premium live event victories. Haven't got the numbers, but it feels like it's surprisingly few premium live event appearances for Gunther. Obviously, we know he's not been able to travel like to Elimination Chamber, for example. And there was a bit of a run last year where he just wasn't getting onto the premium live events. And then you've got some other shows like Royal Rumble, like he doesn't defend it on that one. So I kind of feel like the premium live event matches that he's had have been a little bit few and far between. So that is definitely something I would love to see him add to. I do think we're towards the end of this reign, though. I think he'll get past Sammy. I wonder if he gets past Sammy and then loses to Chad in France. But to be honest, I don't even know if he can go to France, because at the moment he has to stay in the US for, I think it's 6 months, and we could be coming up to the end of that time now, but he has to stay in the US for 6 months so that he's got his work permit or whatever. Like, it's all technical. So I don't even know if he can go to France or not. So, I don't know. It's making it all a little bit confusing and a bit complicated. It's the only thing I would say that I think he's lacking is just a few more premium live events, title defenses. But listen, that match with Sammy is going to be absolutely huge at WrestleMania. I do expect him to retain. This is lovely. Alex, thank you. Alex said we need him in some capacity. So here is Dustin Rhodes saying how he loves his brother. So not really sure that this connects with anything. It's a little bit out the blue, but it's nice all the same. And as Alex said, we need him at WrestleMania in some capacity. Let's check in, shall we, with Grayson Waller.
So this is hands down the worst birthday I've ever had in my life. First of all, I got all these random people wishing me happy birthday all day. Do you know how cringe it is to wish someone a happy birthday you've never met in your life? Like, for the people doing it, just so you know, I'm not having a happy birthday because of you. I'm having a terrible birthday. Oh. Number two, of everywhere in the whole United States I could fly on my birthday, you know?
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to Milwaukee. Bro, where is Milwaukee? Tried to do some research, went on Google and I typed in fun things to do in Milwaukee. Google comes back with no results found. Awesome, can't wait. Hopefully that flop Giannis Antetokounmpo is there at least. I want to slap him in the face for a long time, so hopefully he's front row and I can do that. But in better news, SmackDown tomorrow, me and my boy Theory take our first step on the way to entering the ladder match at WrestleMania for the World Tag Team Championships.
Let's go.
And we're facing the Good Brothers. You know what I think of the Good Brothers? I really like the Good Brothers. I've had a few beers with the Good Brothers. I'd like to have 100 more beers with the Good Brothers, but this isn't the time for beers, lads. The time for beers is at WrestleMania when me and Theory climb the ladder, hold the championship above our head, and I got a golden shoey in the other. You know, I don't think you lads are the same anymore. Last few months, you know, it's kind of like a cringe episode of Vanderpump Rules with you guys, AJ Styles and Mia Yim. Oh, you're not my friend anymore. Pushing and shoving in the locker room, dude. It's sad to see. You guys used to be tough. So here's my invitation. Tomorrow night on SmackDown, show me you still got some fight in you, huh? Because if me and Theory are going to do this properly, we want to fight the real Good Brothers, right? Too sweet. Down under.
Man, he is so good. That was a minute and 50, nearly 2 minutes of Grayson Waller just talking there. And he lays into the fact he's having a rubbish birthday, speaks about the fact that there's nothing to do in Milwaukee. He wishes he was anywhere else. Really interesting, though, that I didn't even know that they were going to be in this competition, this tournament, to try and get into that tag match. So we found that out. We found out their opponents will be the Good Brothers. We know the Good Brothers are actually down in NXT at the moment. I think they'll probably go with Grayson and Austin Theory, because it feels like Grayson and Austin Theory really should be on the card at WrestleMania. And the Good Brothers, they're doing something else down in NXT anyway at the moment. But should be an interesting matchup. And yeah, I feel like we got quite a bit from that little clip. So happy birthday to Grayson Waller, even though I don't think he's having a great one. Interesting that he's been for a few beers with the Good Brothers as well, though. I thought that was interesting. So Harry sent me this, and I love this. This is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for, to be honest, because I think stuff from, as we said, Sportskeeda Wrestling, Sean Rossap, Fightful, Wrestle Talk, you know, those massive accounts, I can find that information, but I would never come to R2 NXT door, right? No offense to R2 NXT door, but I think this is the first time I've seen this account. So I would never see this. And here, look, they said, when Iyo Sky pulls this out to retain at WrestleMania, we run in naked around the crib. Now, I wouldn't run naked around the crib, right? It's not advisable, right? So I'm not gonna do that, right? I would say leave the crib alone, okay? But this is a pretty sick move. Right, look at this. I don't even know that we'll ever see this in WWE, and I don't even know how this isn't breaking ribs, right, or like causing like major internal organ failure. But look how brutal this is. Oh, mates! Look from a different angle. Boom! Look at this one. Ah, my God! I've never seen this. She comes. Oh, it's this one. It's this one now. That look at that. Ah, that doesn't look fun, man. That doesn't look fun. Wow, what a move! What a move! Ah, that's the clip. It's that last one that really looks moody, man. It really looks moody. So. I tell you what, it's so good. Now I've seen it again, I will run naked round the crib. So there we go, breaking news. Right, more breaking news, this time coming from Nick Aldis. An important announcement ahead of tomorrow's SmackDown and a huge one-on-one match between Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your SmackDown General Manager, Nick Aldis, here in beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin, ahead of SmackDown, live tomorrow night, 8/7 Central, only on Fox. Got a jam-packed show for you, including a one-on-one matchup that is emotionally charged, to say the very least. The incomparable, the one and only Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all time, goes one-on-one with Santos Escobar. The situation between the LWO and Legado del Fantasma, it's reached a boiling point. Now, some people have accused me of being old school at times, and I guess this is one of those times where you'll be right. Because I believe in settling things one-on-one, mano a mano. So with that in mind, I'm declaring that the LWO and Legado del Fantasma are barred from ringside. Gentlemen, you're going to settle this one-on-one in the squared circle. Buena suerte, caballeros.
Tell you what, us English, we do like to put a little flair on the names. I don't know if it needs it, but we do like this little flair. And excellent examples there. Santos Escobar. Rey Mysterio. Yeah, Nick Aldis. I don't know about you, but when he was talking about how, you know, I don't want outside interference, I was thinking cage match. Cage match. Cage match. Just like Tony Khan. Cage match. But no, instead he just barred him from ringside, which is fine. I'll take it. But cage match would have been good. Right, talking of things that are good, Julian has got this clip for us. Bayley got a superstar introduction at the Milwaukee Bucks game. Let's go.
Please welcome from San Jose,
there she is,
California,
pointing away.
The winner of the 2024
So here's Bayley making her way down. Bayley! Right, so she comes down. Milwaukee! So obviously we're in Milwaukee for SmackDown.
Thank you for having me. That's right, I did win the 2024 Royal Rumble, all right? And I am so excited to be in this building tomorrow night. Sold out, might I add. Thank you, Milwaukee.
There we go. So Bayley just having a few words. I think, was that before the game or maybe during the halftime? I'm not too sure. But Bayley was there and she got like a special intro, got to address the crowd. So very cool little clip. Now, do you remember a few days ago, look, March 17th, we looked at this. This was on Unseen. And we said a lot of people were getting excited because AJ said that he wouldn't be at SmackDown and he was at home, right? And he said, you can keep looking. And people are like, oh my God, LA Knight's going to go around his house. Well, nothing has happened yet. But here's LA Knight saying, no SmackDown, huh? No problem. So that to me feels like an indicator that LA Knight is on his way round. So we could get LA Knight, AJ Styles brawling like around AJ's house or something like that, which could be really, really fun. So TFR, thank you for tagging me in that. Appreciate it, my friend. So that was the WWE stuff. This was fun. Javon Evans, you know, that young kid, like he calls himself the young OG. He's 19 and just starting out. He said, Wild, I was about to say the same thing. So what you trying to do? So basically Carmelo Hayes said that he'll be at a house show, NXT house show. And Javon Evans said, Wild, I was about to say the same thing. So what you trying to do? Like trying to see, can I get into a match with Carmelo Hayes at this house show? Look at the response, man. Savage response from Carmelo Hayes. He said, you nice, but I don't work that far down the card. It's a brilliant response. It's a brilliant response. You nice, but I don't work that far down the cards. Amazing. I loved that. Right, let's go to Roman. Yeah, some brave words here from Xavier. So Xavier Woods on Roman Reigns potentially retaining at WrestleMania. He says, no chance. There's absolutely no way he walks out of WrestleMania with that championship. if he somehow manages to do so, I'll have to watch my words. But I'm fully confident he won't be champion after WrestleMania 40. Then perhaps we'll have a champion who actually shows up and defends the title more regularly. Then maybe other contenders will have a genuine shot at winning the Universal Championship. So, brave words there from Xavier Woods. He was holding absolutely nothing back there. So, Xavier Woods with a few words. Here we go, look. This is the Mr. Charlotte Flair folder. Here he says, look, almost 20 years difference. My first photo before my debut when I was 13 years old. So let's play this. There we go. Look at that. He was 13 years old. 13 years old. And he says almost 20 years difference. So there he is when he started out. And there he is now, look, at Raw, just showing the man that he has turned into. So, amazing. Wrestling at the age of 13. Amazing. Amazing. So, there we go. Nails and NY. Shout out to you. Right, next we have got merch. Let's have a look at a bit of merch. We could go full screen for this. I've got to tell you, what the hell is this logo? I have not seen this logo before. So let's go over and have a little look at it, shall we? See what we can... Yeah, what is that logo? That is not the current SummerSlam logo for this year. We haven't actually seen many graphics for SummerSlam this year, but I ain't seen this logo before, so I don't know what this is. But obviously they've been given the logo earlier because of getting the packaging sorted, but I think they might have changed it. I mean, if we go over, I wonder if we can just quickly search SummerSlam 2024. We search SummerSlam 2024, go images. Is that the kind of thing? That's the kind of logo. Can you see it here? This one here, this Logan Paul one. That's the SummerSlam. That's the only logo that I've seen so far for SummerSlam in Cleveland. So that's what they've got, and yeah, that's clearly not what's on this packaging. So, I don't know. I find this fascinating. I find it fascinating. So, these are some figures anyway that are in this lineup. So, you can see Undertaker, Lex Luger, Kane, X-Pac, and if you buy them all, you can build John Cone, the referee. So, that was the Lex Luger. That is the Kane figure. Not the best Kane figure, to be honest. And that's the Undertaker. I like the hat and swappable head, which is pretty cool. I mean, not the best Undertaker figure either, really. So, you know, this series, it's okay. It's okay. Lex Luger's all right. We don't get Lex Luger that often, actually. And I think we might have only ever had one, like, American Lex Luger before. So, yeah, I don't mind the Lex Luger one. That might be worth picking up. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confused by the logo. It's not the same logo. Unfortunately, I don't have an image of the X-Pac figure. But yeah, appreciate that. Those are some images that came out regarding the new SummerSlam series. Worth remembering here, look, WWE Euroshop promo. Okay, so gear up for WrestleMania. 20% off when you use the code WWE Superstar. Now, I don't know if this is in effect now, or I don't know what the situation is here, but 20% off WWE Superstar. And I did joke earlier, if you'd rather just save 15% at Euroshop, then use days 15. That will get you 15% off. And as we know, it's going to be a lot better than saving 20%. So, Martel Wells, thank you. And here was Bayley. She was actually, can we go full screen? I mean, it's not a bad camera angle there, really, but we'll go here. And here, look, you can see this is Bayley at the Milwaukee Bucks, and they actually had some items from like the warehouse. So we've actually got like Razor Ramon's jacket. It says and chains, but I think someone's stolen those. So Razor Ramon's jacket. We've got the red Universal Championship. We've got the WWE Championship. Although it does say Universal there, but that's not correct. Maybe have they got them in front of the wrong ones? They might. No, that does say Universal. They both say Universal. Okay, but that was the WWE Championship. That was the old Universal Championship. I mean, it did even change blue. So, whatever. Then we've got Shawn Michaels. I don't know if they're knee pads or elbow pads, but we got a couple of Shawn Michaels pads. And then that, I think, is the Ultimate Warrior's boots. Not sure what show it's from, but how awesome is that? Imagine that. You got tickets to go and see the Bucks. Right, not the Young Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks. And not only is Bayley knocking around, but also we've got these items that you can have a little look at. I mean, I doubt you can touch. You don't need to touch. You just use your eyes, don't you? But yeah, how amazing. Oh my God, I'd absolutely love to be at this game. It'd be amazing. So I thought that was a really, really cool picture. Really cool picture. Right, so that was a few bits on merch. So we've done that. Did we do NXT? We did. You threw the shade, man. We did that. We've done that. Wow, we're getting through it today. Let's go into this far. I think there's a lot in other, actually. Okay, Jordan, thank you. This is from Ringside News. Being in your 20s in the 90s. Being in your 20s in 2024. I mean, look at that. People are staying younger. I mean, he looks about 16 or 18. He looks about 42, doesn't he? Even in his 20s. So it's like me. I mean, I'm 21. Harry Van Vliet, shout out to you. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Let's go over to this and go over to this. When Randy Orton caught Kevin Owens in the act. So here, look, we've got Orton posing, Kevin Owens in the background. Look at him. I thought he had fallen, but he hasn't, look. Here's Owens, look, jumping up, trying to mimic him. He does a really good job, actually, of very, very quickly getting, like, down and off the ring. I thought from this angle he had fallen, look. Bang, bang. I thought he fell. This angle, you can see he doesn't. I do love the... And you can see the little smile on Randy's face when he turns around. It is a fun little clip, this. Not sure when this is from, but it feels fairly recent. Look at the little run. Aww. I tell you what, if you got a picture of both of them doing it then, that's a good shot, isn't it? So, yeah, very cool. Enjoyed that. So, Harry, thank you very much. Let's close that down. This was just pretty funny. So, Kyrie, let's play this. Might have to just take the sound down. The camera just pans over. Look at his face. I feel like that's a meme in waiting right there. Yeah, when the camera pans, I thought that was really fun. This is from Inspire. So I think someone's just like won and it's a shock. But I do love the way the camera goes over. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. So, John, thank you for that. Appreciate it, buds. Yeah, Bruiser Brody, right? You might have heard of Bruiser Brody. Absolute legend in the 80s. Sadly, no longer with us. But Bruiser Brody demonstrates the way you make an effing pro wrestling entrance, right? Vile Villain said, this is the kind of crazy pro wrestling is missing in 2024. So let's hit play. So, look, here he comes, making his way down. I think he comes out to... It sounded like Led Zeppelin. But look at this. He's just swinging the chain around. Watch the crowd getting out the way. He's making his way around, swinging the chain about. There's a bit in a minute where he kind of, look at him, man. You could not get away with this in 2024. I think it's this bit here, look, where he just like really starts heading into the crowds. Look at him, Scarpa, man. Look at him. It's people running for their lives. Could you imagine in 2024 someone coming down like this, swinging a chain around? Look at that. He gets right over the barricades. He heads into the ring and the action just gets going. Just wow. What an amazing start. Amazing energy. So I thought that was really, really fun. Yeah, this turned into a meme today. Dave in real life, shout out to you, said, have a drink on Cody Rhodes at this year's WrestleMania. Excited to join the American Dream Team with Wheatley American Vodka and WWE. We have big things planned this year. Keep an eye out for me and Wheatley at WrestleMania. Well, we will. I was planning on keeping an eye on Cody. And perhaps even at your local liquor store. Is Cody coming to my local liquor store? I'll have to let him know. Wow. Cody Rhodes at my local liquor store. That'll be an amazing meet and greet, wouldn't it? With like all the alcohol in the background. Amazing. So yeah, this definitely caught people's attention. You can see a fun meme here done by Patrick the Heel. And I am expecting more people to have fun with this, as well as we take this Cody image and put it into a few different backgrounds. So if you've got any suggestions of where to put this Cody, I will retweet this out. Actually, I'll retweet it out now. There we go. So you can find that on my Twitter account, or you could even go to Dave's, or even go to Cody's, and I'm sure you could have some fun with that. Right, talking of fun, let's go, man. Let's go. It's time to check in with Drew McIntyre.
Well.
Seems like a lot of people are awfully excited. The Punk is back in the gym and using some baby wigs. I know I am.
So he plays Cry Me a River now, right? Which obviously I'm going to have to take down. And he says, let's check out how my triceps are. So he sits down. Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake is playing right now. And look at this from Drew, man. Look at that. That is amazing. That is amazing. And he goes on to say, I'm pretty sure CM Punk was lifting stuff like that before the injury, yeah? And I'll see you in Chicago. And then he bursts out laughing. So, man, he is just absolutely continuing to kill it on social media. He also put this out as well. So this is a fun little meme that he put out. So here, look, you can see Cody crying. And then it's pretty awful Cody shirt, in all fairness. And then him looking a lot cooler with his new shirt. And then he's got this little blowing a kiss emoji at the bottom as well. So, again, you know, Drew having a lot of fun. Right, lots of bits in here. So, Brady, shout out to you. Let's check in with Alexa Bliss.
Of a kind pieces of art, and they are awesome. Now, just in time for WrestleMania, Elizabeth is giving away this amazing autographed Alexa Bliss jacket.
There we go.
It features some of my favorite merch t-shirts throughout the years. It's a fun, bright design, and it also glows in the dark, which I think is pretty cool.
So there we go. They're giving away this Alexa Bliss jacket, and it's signed by her, and it's got, like, I think patches from, like, previous t-shirts that she's had out. So I'm not sure where you can go to try and enter that competition. I'd imagine if you go to Alexa Bliss's accounts, her social media accounts, you should be able to find details there. Right, it was reported earlier that the TNA contracts of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin may be up soon. Alex Shelley has filed to trademark MCMG and Motor City Machine Guns. Now, I don't know what that means, to be honest. I know that WWE like to own the names of people. This is a very good, very credible team. I don't know that WWE need them. And honestly, them filing the trademark to their names, maybe they're just thinking of Japan, maybe they're thinking of the Indies, maybe they're looking to go to AEW. There might be some options, including WWE, on the table for them. We'll have to see. But yeah, definitely making some moves that might suggest that they're not staying or intending to stay with TNA. Corey Graves said, when you feel like you've won at the game of life, just celebrate it. Don't compare it. Everyone else is playing by their own rules. Congrats. Thought that was a nice message from Corey Graves. Charlotte put this out, throwback, right? WrestleMania 24, this haircut. Ooh. And there she is. That's Charlotte from WrestleMania 24, when Ric Flair had his emotional retirement match against Shawn Michaels. Damian Priest said that Dominik Mysterio has improved since he joined the Judgment Day. He said, if you look at Dominik a week before he joined and look at him now, it's completely different person. So the comments of Damian Priest. Baron Corbin's been roasting all day today. Grab your bag of my coffee. The Mexico and East Java are running low. So here he is, look. Putting his coffee in a bag. Busy boy. So if you wanted to know what wrestlers did in their spare time, well, here we go. Putting coffee in bags. So I didn't even know he had his own coffee, to be honest. I knew that he liked coffee. He likes coffee. I know that he likes his spirits as well. But I didn't know he had his own. So there you go. You can actually openaircoffee.com, I'm guessing, or .co. You can actually go and get some of his own coffee brand. Damian Priest has named Scott Hall as his biggest influence in wrestling. Oh, this was amazing. Look, this dude said, Mercedes, I'm here at home watching the CEO on AEW Dynamite. So he presses play on his TV and he watches. Mercedes make her way down. He seems like a lovely, lovely guy. Just wanting to show that he's supporting Mercedes. I think there might even be a picture there of him meeting Mercedes, right? She responded, Doug, when's your birthday? I'm going to get you a new TV so that you can enjoy Dynamite in HD. I thought that was awesome, man. And that is her. Like, that is actually Mercedes. 2.5, I mean, it's nothing for her to buy a TV. She's earning millions, right? So it's nothing for her to buy a TV. But a lovely, lovely gesture, man. A lovely gesture. So I thought that was real cool. Becky said one of her dream matches would be to face Beth Phoenix. And look at this. After retiring from the WWF as a manager and a wrestler, Mr. Fuji worked part-time at a movie theater, taking tickets in Knoxville, Tennessee. What? Mr. Fuji? The dude that threw, like, salt in the eyes of Bret Hart at WrestleMania 9. The guy that was, like, former tag champ. Like, Mr. Fuji worked in a movie theater collecting tickets. That's crazy. I have never seen this. I've never heard about this. I've never seen this image before. That's just amazing. Oh, yeah, this got Asuka trending today. So there is a clip, actually, of him saying this. He said, a girl beat my winning streak. She beat my undefeated streak. I can't even remember. Asuka is her name, some Japanese girl. And they touted her as being the one to have the longest winning streak. And it just so happened that it culminated when I got there. He does go on, actually, to talk about how... Here we go. And it just so happened that every single wrestler uses the spear in their moves. Pretty ironic that happened when I got there, right? The fact that I don't get along with Paul Levesque, which is Vince's son-in-law, I think had everything to do with it. So there we go. He says, I mean, I thought that was interesting, that he clearly does not have much time for Asuka, which is a real shame. But more than that, he's not in a good relationship with Triple H, which is probably brilliant news if you don't want to see Goldberg again. Because if he's not got a great relationship with Triple H, then maybe Goldberg's done with WWE. And honestly, after the comments he's made here, there's a lot of people that are hoping that's the case. So, yeah, I don't know. Old man shouting at clouds is the vibe I get from that. Especially when you look back in his history. Look, go back to 2017 like someone has done. And they found this, look, Bill Goldberg saying the streak is in very good hands. Congrats, Asuka. So there we go. He retweeted. Asuka actually said something lovely about him, about how she respects Goldberg. She tweeted that out. In fact, I think we looked at that not long ago in Unseen. Well, he responded to it saying the streak is in very good hands. Congrats. That was back in 2017. And now he doesn't even know what her name is. Asuka. Some Japanese girl. So that did not please people. Wrestling World CC. Just letting us know that Rhea Ripley hasn't been pinned in 661 days. Amazing. And we're going to end with some fantastic news, right? Brilliant news. Maryse says her surgery was a success and she is tumor-free. In fact, let's read this, because it's not often we get good news, is it? So, as you know, 2 weeks ago, I went into surgery to have my ovaries, uterus, tubes, cervix, omentum. I've never even heard of an omentum. Removed. I also had staging of the lymph nodes in my abdomen to see if the disease has spread. Pathology confirmed that it had not, which is amazing news. More amazing news is that I am tumor-free. The diagnosis did confirm that I had primary peritoneal serous borderline tumors with involvement of ovaries, uterus, tubes. Just to give you an idea of the rarity, 7 cases per million of women in the US per year. The fact that we not only found this, but found it at a manageable stage is unbelievable and literally saved my life, as this would have most likely been lethal. Next, I will continue to rest following my surgery, and then we'll follow up with specialists at the MD Anderson in Houston. I can never say thank you enough to my doctor and her team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of support I'm getting from my family, friends, and fans all over the world. To all my women, please keep being your own advocates and trust yourselves always. So, absolutely fantastic news that she is tumor-free. Her surgery was a success, and she can now start her way on the road to a full recovery. So, amazing. There we go. Done. That was Unseen. Lots of little bits and bobs and interesting news. And I loved Grayson Waller's video. I thought that was great. And obviously a few interesting announcements from Nick Aldis. And a few, cool to see Bayley at the Milwaukee show. And yeah, just bits today. But obviously tomorrow we are back with our SmackDown watch along. And it should be a big episode, which should result in some really fun stuff for us to look at in the next Unseen. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.